3-yard line. They run it again with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
319. Get reset. Hey, easy. 630. Jump out. Watch it. 26. Get reset. 630. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Check. 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 Easy, 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 easy. Hey, 26.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. They'll rifle. This is caught at the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And some space here. Now the Packers get set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. On third down, Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They'll run it. This is Pro-Size. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Pro-Size, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the play clock's running down. To throw is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy.
And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
a second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Play clock winding down. On second down, Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Third down, here's Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball
coming up. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Cousins on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 more yards there and another first down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Come on, let's go.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They run it again with Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Cousins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And the wideout in motion. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On play action, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's able to find Diggs. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Play fake, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. To get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Switch. Watch it. Right.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Cousins now. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
A second down carry for Procise. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Cook following the penalty. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 49. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Handoff comes to Cook. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. Time for a break. After this. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Reset.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may do it for this NFC title game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They try again with Cook. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal now. Ball on the 5. Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This to make it a 3-score game late, and his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.